that, you guys? Cheering on the Seahawks. Great to have the Daw family with us. And again, talking about that snowstorm in St. John's. So all the best to you guys.
We hope you're staying warm.
Yeah. We came here from Halifax, where we haven't had as much snow as other parts of the Maritimes, but Halifax and snow they just don't go together.
No, it's a bit tough for Halifax to deal with the snow.
The streets are a gong show. So all the best to you guys in St. John's and Mount Pearl. Fredericton, I was in Moncton. You walk down the street, the snowbanks are up to your head here in New Brunswick. So it really is something else. And of course, again, Sunday, 50 centimeters of snow expected in Fredericton.
Well, Bill, I think we're staying Sunday night.
Yeah. So we'll try to keep you updated on what they want to do this weekend in terms of plans. But again, that's the kind of the shadow over looming the tournament right now is that snowstorm on Sunday. 2 points in early going for Langley Blues. Jill Snow off the antenna, and a good start for the Seahawks. Or for the Langley Blues, 3-0 in the second set. 25-21 the first set to Memorial.
And that's how you want to see a team respond after a set loss. You want to see them come out firing and try to get an early lead.
Michael Bourgeois had Coach Julien Goulet lined up for the interview, but the coach has, anytime you host, it's one thing you're trying to coach your team, but when you're hosting as well, you are just always running around. So he'll hope to have Coach Goulet maybe coming up soon, but hosting tournaments and being a coach of the hosting team is a chore to say the least.
So it looks like we have an out of rotation call here on the Seahawks, and I think we've got Jill Snow here kind of contesting it and asking the referee why exactly that call was made. But, luckily it's early in the set. That's something that can definitely be a set killer when that happens closer to 25. So hopefully the Seahawks can get that sorted out as soon as possible.
Scott Slade checking in. Thank you, Scott. Watching from Bishop's Falls and cheering on Jill Snow. Thank you very much, Scott. All right, on the service line, Serena McNeil. Second-year player from Spirit River, Alberta. So an Alberta recruit for Coach Slonbeck. Carol.
Good try on the cover there. I just really love watching Carol set. She's got such great hands, and maybe that's because her mother is the coach of the team and has been having her enrolled in volleyball from a young age, but you can just tell that she's technically very sound.
So subtle, so effortless.
Absolutely.
Nicely done on the far side, LeBlanc. Seahawks have it under control, though. Jill Snow gets into one. LeBlanc, step around. A big swing by LeBlanc. Tarrant. And on the far side, LeBlanc gets it over. Jill Snow. Carroll from her backside makes it work, and the Langley Blues will take it.
That's pretty cool. That was definitely one of the turning points for Moncton right there, and I think that's, just the kind of play you need to get yourself fired up, and the crowd's loving it, the team's loving it, and the Seahawks are going to have to respond to that, but that was pretty cool.
So falling and still getting a perfect set was Carroll.
And that's where, her adrenaline's running, pretty awesome play. She just has to pop that serve in there, it doesn't have to do anything fancy, just make sure that's in the court.
Yeah, you just don't want to be one. I think both teams right now, you don't want to come and be one and done. You want to at least have a win, go back to the hotel, and get ready for semifinal Saturday.
Absolutely.
You at least want to experience that.
For sure, and you play all year literally for this weekend. You train all year, all the early morning practices and the weight training sessions and everything that you've done. It's for this weekend to play your best volleyball, and hopefully you kind of get to your best point at this weekend. So it's nice to see both teams fighting for it. But then obviously there's a winner, there's a loser. But if both teams have fought for it and they end up losing, but with going down fighting, I think that's the most important part.
6-3 here in the second set. And back to serve is LeBlanc. Hogan little bit of an overpass, and Jill Snow can't make it work on a tough set by Sorensen. Did the best she could with it.
Absolutely. You know, that was a great effort of her not going over the line or touching the net to get that set. But of course, the ball was tight, and there was 2 large blockers up there against Snow.
That just sails for Langley Blue. So the Seahawks back to the service line, and it will be Jill Snow. Serve from Snow. 2 years under Bill Thistle, and now settling in her 3rd year under John Sloan White. Hello out there to the coach if he's watching. One of the great teachers of volleyball in the conference.
Absolutely.
Finally had enough. After last year, everyone thought, surely you're not done. He said, no, I'm done. Talk volleyball with him all day long. There's a block out of bounds to the Seahawks, 7-6. But again, with just great news for the conference, the establishment of a full-time position at Memorial and John Sloan White in his 1st year.
For sure. You know, behind the scenes when programs, you know, fold, sometimes it's budget, and people don't, you know, understand that how much of a commitment it is for a coach to, you know, take on that role, and it's pretty much consumed their lives, even more than maybe a 9-to-5 job, because there's weekends and evenings and road trips as well. So shout out to all the coaches of all sports that commit and really, you know, truly love it and give their time.
Well, it's just so hard to do. I mean, especially, we're going to have coaches here this weekend who are part-time coaches, and it's just hard. I mean, folks don't realize the amount of effort. It's not just about being on the court with the kids. The amount of office work you have to do, the phone calls, everything you have to do. It's almost like the games are playtime.
Yeah.
Like, well, a little
the
bit
game is the fun part.
The game is the fun part.
Work.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like 95% of what coaches do is off the court. 8-7. The Aigle Blue after a 3-1 Seahawks run. And now 9-7 for the Aigles. I think we're going to 5 sets for Lanny.
You know what? I have a feeling that you're absolutely correct, because both teams are kind of neck and neck together. No one is really dominating the other. Both kind of find themselves leading the set at a different time. So I think it's going to be a big battle here, and we'll see who can, you know, make less errors and pull out a win.
Hogan out on the near side.
You know, she's really trying to go down the line there, and I think that's definitely one of her stronger shots, but I think Moncton has kind of adjusted their blockers, and they're taking her line shot away, so she's going to have to hit high off hands or find some cross-court shot that she can score on.
Sorensen. Lauren Miller. Didn't get all of it, but just enough. A little bit of change of pace kind of fooled the Aigles.
Yeah, you know, but I think that's definitely something that the Aigle Bleu definitely need to dig up. You know, those are kind of the little points that you really don't want to give away, especially being such a defensively strong team.
So 10-8 for Moncton. Big step around and getting it through is Tarrant. 11-8. Sorensen. Hogan. Nicely done by Hogan again. But the block right there for Aigles, and
yeah, she was trying to find
she kind of
a
got
roll
stuck
shot.
in between.
Yeah. It was almost like she was going to hit it hard and then kind of decided to do a roll shot. So I think she just had to kind of commit to one or the other.
Serena McNeil. LeBlanc. Sorensen and McNeil again. Lemoine was there. Krista Hogan. Great defense by the Aigles. Free ball for the Seahawks. Sorensen. Hogan. Too much to handle on the back row. Aigle Blues. Scrappy, but the Seahawks pull it out.
Yeah, Hogan's really coming out firing here, and it's good to see that they have a big hitter that they can go to, and kind of, you know, Sorensen has someone that she can trust that if she sets them, they're going to put the ball in play or put it away.
just wide on the far side, so a service error for the Seahawks with Hogan. 13-9 for Moncton. Sorensen. Jill Snow off the antenna. (14-9) for Moncton. Seahawks lead 1-0. 25-21 was the first set. Service line Tarek. Jill Snow does well. Free ball for the Seahawks from Carroll. Bowder gets it started. And McNeil cross court.
Both teams are doing a really good job keeping the ball in play. I think they can both kind of work on their passes a little bit more. Their free ball passes can be a little better so that they can run an offense not quite so far off the net. And I think even just their service seat, they can pick that up a little bit on both sides.
Leblanc. Violation out. And 14-11. Seahawks trying to go on a run before the technical timeout. Varsity Reds and Acadia coming up. Battle of two coaches who came in right around the same time.
Yeah.
Jimmy Goulet and Michelle Wood. Yeah.
Both of them have some experience playing just recently.
14-12. And one of the veteran coaches in the conference, Lynette Boudreau-Carroll, has seen enough. She's not going to wait for the technical timeout. 14-12 here for Les Aigles Bleus over the Seahawks.
You know, I think that was a great time for her to call a timeout. You know, it's very important. She knows that we have.
You guys might think it's going 5 set, but I got MUN winning in 3 straight. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching.